This is ADDI News.
Burkina Faso.
Bonjour camarades, bonjour chers frères et sœurs.
Hello comrades.
Et soyez les bienvenus chez vous.
Hello dear brothers and sisters, and welcome home.
Je tenais ce matin à vous dire merci
I
du
wanted
fond
to say
du cœur.
thank you from the bottom of my
Merci
heart.
à vous qui avez pris de votre temps, de votre
Thank you to
énergie
those of you who took the time,
pour faire le
who gave your
déplacement
energy
du pays des hommes
to
inter,
make the journey to the land of
pour faire le
upright
retour
people,
aux racines,
to make the return to
comme
your
on le dit en
roots.
anglais.
As it is said in
Back
English,
to your roots.
back to your
Time
roots.
it's for
Merci d'être venu.
Thank you for coming.
this one ain't for everyone. Africa.
Welcome to ADDI News Network, where the narrative is for us, by us. Tonight, members of the 700 took DNA tests to trace their lineage. What they discovered led them back to the Bisa people and to their ancestral village. Before they left, the group received powerful words from the ADDI president.
I'm so excited that all of you are actually going to the Bisa village. Yeah. This is what this is all about, completing that journey of your ancestors who were taken away from the Bisa village, and you are getting ready to go to that village that they were taken away from over 400 years ago. And I want you all to stand on that soil and say, this is where they came from. And we have completed the journey. And a lot more are going to come, and they will complete the journey. The journey of over 400 years must be completed. Yeah. But I know they are going to welcome you in a resounding way. Because they kept saying, we want to see our children from outside. We want to see our children from outside. So those people who are telling you that you are not wanted here, they are lying. You are loved here. They are looking forward to having you. So that's our attitude. We know we are loved. Yeah. And we know we are welcome. And that's what this is about.
As part of the return, the organizers are formally received by the Bisa chief. They share the kola nut, a traditional symbol of welcome, unity, and acceptance. Eating together signifies trust and recognition as family. This ceremony marks acknowledgement, not just symbolism. A confirmation that those who have returned are received as their own.
A nut is taken and shared. I presume that he is the elder, right?
Yes.
Okay.
They took the food and sold it high. Now we plant and multiply. They took the gold and fed the rich. Now we share to fill the ditch. This time it's for Africa. Africa. This one ain't for everyone. Africa. This time it's for Africa. Africa. This one is for Capitan. Africa. This time is for Africa.
This is about. The training has left the station. They can no longer lie to us again.
That's right. Yes.
No more lies. Only truth.
Yes.
And facts.
Yes.
Two constants that never change. They can try to manipulate them, to bend them, to paint them, but they never change. For truth will always be truth. This is it, guys. Woo! Go home to Bisa people. Have a good time.
Thank you. Thank you.
For myself, I didn't know people really wanted them. You know, but we're gonna have merch for the crew. We're gonna have merch for the crew. Check it, AT. I bought that as a gift. Check that out. Bisa by blood. Show them where you at. Show them where you at. We're about to go outside.
return home after generations away is more than emotional. It is identity being restored in real time.
How does it feel to know where you're from?
Hey, it feels great to know where I'm from. I'm at the home of my father's father, a man who died when my father was 6 years old. And this is for us to come home and have a chance to meet our other family. I'm very happy to be here.
Africa, your children have returned home. What's your name, brother?
Sir, Michael. Yes, sir.
How does it feel to know who you are?
Yes, sir. Feels good. Feels good to be home. I tell all my brothers and sisters, get your DNA done, or even if you don't, just come on home, because it's not what they show us in the media. It's really not.
When you return home, the village doesn't explain itself. It welcomes you.
How does it feel to be home?
It feels excellent to be home.
Beauty.
Through food, through movement, through shared space. You eat what they eat. You walk where they walk. And without being told, your body remembers what your mind forgot.
Burkina Faso.
In many African cultures, a chief formally welcomes those returning home. This includes recognition, acceptance, and naming.
Let me introduce myself. I have been working here as the head person for like eight months. In the past, I was a civil servant, and I was retired in 2019. Since that time, I'm retired from the civil service, actually. And apart from that, traditionally speaking, I'm a traditional chief of a village located like 35 or 37 kilometers far away from Ouagadougou, heading to the south, for instance. So it's not far from here, actually. And I was crowned by the Moses King 2008. My dad was the chief of our village, but actually I'm not the older son of my dad, but it is a decision, which was taken, in 2007 by the household, my cousins, my brothers, sisters, and so on. Otherwise, I have been studying sociology, communication, philosophy, and psychology in Burkina Faso here from 1980 to 1982, and in Ouagadougou. And I have been studying in France for 4 years, before coming back in 85. We were the supporters of the revolution at that time. Now, yeah, it's okay. So it's like, this is how I can summarize my life. I'm like 67 year old.
You still look 35.
Yeah. Thank you very much, but but I look. But I'm not.
He was also former minister.
Of what?
So, in charge of religious and customary affairs. Yes. Because as a social anthropologist, it was not that very difficult for me to manage this kind of ministry. So it's okay. What else? Maybe.
Yeah. I'm with the general.
Okay.
Marara, Opunga.
Okay.
Zimbabwe. Taba Empire in the south.
Mm-hmm.
We are the builders of the great Zimbabwe. Mapure, Bashawa, China, Tete, coming from Southern Africa, to Botswana, to Mozambique, to Pemba, Tanzania.
Okay.
Biggest empire there is the greatest.
Okay, yes. Okay.
Kind of the ABs and ABs. We dealt with gold and ivory with the Chinese and the Phoenicians, way in this BC and beyond. And I think we are the result why colonialism kept the South. We were looking for gold mines.
Uh-huh.
And we are survivors of the British Empire. Mugabe might be the most familiar to most of you.
Yes, of course. Even Dushan Komo.
Yeah. Now we are,
for instance.
Now with Emerson Mnangagwa.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
We know that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you very much for welcoming us here.
That's so Obvious, nothing, not what, really.
That's not my CV, I don't act.
Okay. Okay.
I'll go next. Thank you very much for hosting us and receiving us so warmly. My name is Ismira Violet H. I was installed in Ghana. We say installed in the tradition of the golden stool, but more universal parlance is enthroned as Ama Amachiwa the First. It's called Osa Hema, a warrior queen mother in the traditional area of Ogwa, Cape Coast, Ghana, of the diaspora, all of the diaspora. So I'm Bisa of my paternal heritage, most dominantly through the transatlantic slave trade.
Yeah.
So, of course, our people were marched down from this region 500 years ago, and we passed through those dungeons that line the West African coast, like Elmina and Cape Coast and Jamestown, etc., etc. I'm a geopolitical economist and a cultural anthropologist by trade.
Wow.
I served in U.S. Congress for 11 years as a senior advisor to the Congressional Black Caucus, doing all sorts of diaspora engagement events with Dr. Arikana, who is now the president of ADDI. She and I worked very closely when she was African Union ambassador to the U.S., trying to reconstellate the disjointed diaspora back to the African continent. So I'm Bisa. My Bisa brother here and sister there are responsible for organizing this whole thing.
This journey was made possible by organizers who guided the return. They carry their own stories of discovery and confirmation.
First, I'd like to say thank you very much for hosting us and having us here. It's an honor. I'm going to say that as a young child, I always wanted to know where did I come from. So when I took my DNA test, it came out that I was Bisa. I was so proud. I stuck my chest out, that I have an idea where I came from. My next thing is to find out my true family name. That's the next goal of mine. However, I just want to say I'm from the United States, worked a long time as serving the government, and now I'm retired. And just so happy to be here.
Yes, my name is Anthony Taylor, and like my brother and my two sisters here, when you were in the U.S., you don't know who you are, and you do always wonder that. And there's always that hole that needs to be filled. And so, when we did take that test and found out that we were Burkina Faso, I didn't know where Burkina Faso was at the time. I'm being honest. When I found out, I was beyond happy. When I researched and saw it's West Africa, and then I saw it's right next to Ghana, and I knew a lot of people from Ghana, so that was just beautiful. I loved it. And I love the fact that I'm Burkina Faso. So last year, we traveled here to support the great leader, President Ibrahim Traore. And it was a little over 100 of us that came. And of the 100, 4 of us were from Burkina Faso. 3 were Bisa, and what is Robert? Samo. So Robert Lambert, he's Samo. Then you have Daniel here, which was 100% Visa. And of course, Ismira and myself, 100% Visa. So that's how it all started in terms of why we're now here for our permanent residency. It was based on the 4 of us, and we were so warmly welcomed and say, well, you guys are the first 4. You got to get your citizenship. You got to get your citizenship. Sure. And from that chatter, this came about, where we're like 700 plus that's coming for our residency. Because then they said, well, if we have 4, maybe we can get some more. Sure. And so then they inquired, and the president was like, sure, we'd have as many as you could bring ADDI, we will give them their residency. So that's why we're here. Now, as far as myself, I live in the U.S., and I'm a businessman by trade, investor, real estate investor. I also have a chain of private schools that I do in the U.S., so I'm definitely looking to do business here in Burkina Faso. I'm definitely looking to do some things with the Bisa family and tribe. And thank you so much for having us here today, sir. thank you for taking the time out and greeting us. It really means a lot to us. You filled that hole.
My name is Sharon Greenwich. I'm originally from the island of St. Croix in the United States Virgin Islands. I currently reside in Maryland, and I own and operate a mental health practice, group practice, and I actually am a real estate investor as well. And that's pretty much who I am. However, it's not really who I am. And so I came in search of that, and my father is the original Bisa. And it should be noted that I've been going around town and seeing my father and my grandfather and all my uncles and aunts in the faces, literally. And I made a collage, posted it on Facebook, and all my relatives are saying, well, it's done. That's who we are, because everyone found their face. So I don't need the DNA to tell me that we're 100% Bisa paternally, because I now have faces and I now can connect the dots. I know why my father loves peanuts now.
Ancestral memory.
That peanut necklace. That necklace of peanuts.
And so that's pretty much why I'm here, in his honor.
Culture remains even when memory is taken. It lives in habits, preferences, and instinct.
If I can say one more thing, she mentioned about her father. Well, as a kid, my father and grandfather was always in South Carolina. And when I came here last year, they said, I was like, I want to go to a Bisa village. And I never got the opportunity to, but they did tell me when I go, be prepared to eat peanuts. And I said, why? They said, Bisa people love peanuts. Exactly. And I started smiling because my grandfather and father, they had a peanut farm and they ate so much peanuts all the time. So I knew I was Bisa.
But there's a certain affinity I had to Thomas Sankara all of my life. Well, I should say all of my life, since the 80s, of course. But then also, as I traveled around France, Afrique, there's this Lulu Pende traditional fabric with the birds. And so I saw that in Senegal before I knew I was Bisa, before I did my ancestry, before I knew anything about Lulu Pende textiles. I was in the middle of a busy street. I saw that Lulu Pende. There was some ancestral intelligence, this ancient memory that said, I have to have that fabric. I don't know why. I got out of my taxi in the middle of the street and I ran and I grabbed that fabric. So to what Daniel was saying, even though we've been long removed 500 years from this continent, the essence of our roots prevail in desire for peanuts, recognizing our cultural textiles. So we still have that Africanity that we never surrendered and we still hold firm.
Africa, this time it's for Africa. Africa, this one is for Capitan. Africa.
When identity is stripped away, something is lost. But when you return home, you return to yourself. One Africa, one people. This is ADDI News. Thanks for watching.